human body consists of blood vessels, and heart. Blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. Veins. Veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. Capillaries. Arteries divide into smaller vessels and further divide into extremely thin tubes called capillaries. The major difference between arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood from the heart to the different parts of the body. Veins carry blood from different parts of the body to the heart. Arteries carry pure blood, whereas veins carry impure blood. Arteries placed deep inside the body, veins placed slightly outside. Arteries have thick walls. Veins have thin walls. Arteries, no valves are present. Walls are capillaries. Capillaries are extremely thin blood vessels. These capillaries are extremely thin blood vessels which form network connection between arteries and veins. Exchange of nutrients, waste products, and gases between the cells and the blood take place in the arteries. Next, we are going to study about the heart. The heart is a fist-sized muscular organ situated obliquely in the thoracic cavity. It is the size of heart is like your fist. Okay, the heart is divided into four chambers. Our heart is divided into four chambers. The upper two chambers are called atria. The upper two chambers, these upper two chambers are called atria. The atrium on the left side is called the left atrium. Left atrium. And the one on the right side is called the right atrium. The walls of the atria are thin as compared to those of lower chamber. The walls of atria are thin as compared to those of, these are the lower chambers. So as to compare to lower chamber, the walls are thin of atrium. The walls of the atria are thin as compared to those of lower chambers. The lower two chambers are thick walled, are called ventricles. These two lower two chambers, this is left ventricle and this is right ventricle, and these have thick walls as compared to right atrium and left atrium. These are the walls. These are the walls. The right chamber is called right ventricle. This is right chamber. So this is called right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. So our heart has four chambers. That is first chamber. This is second chamber. This is third chamber and this is fourth chamber. The first two chambers in the right hand side, that is right atrium, and this is left atrium, and these are the upper two chambers, and lower two chambers are right ventricles and left ventricles. The four chambers of the heart are separated by muscular wall called the septum. This is the muscular wall and by this muscular wall, see this wall is there, and this wall is separating the four chambers. There are walls inside the heart to prevent backflow of blood. Although a given quantity of blood moves through all four chambers of the heart, yet there is never an intermixing of the blood. So this is the diagram of our heart, and you had seen that left ventricles, left atrium, right atrium and right ventricles, the four chambers of the heart. Now process of blood circulation in human heart. Blood is pumped through all four chambers. Blood is pumped through all these four chambers of the heart. There are valves present inside the heart to ensure that the blood flows only in one direction. These valves are present in our heart, and it ensures that blood goes in the right direction, that blood flows in the right direction. The human heart is often referred to as a double pump. We call that human heart as the double pump. The first pump carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. The first pump carries deoxygenated blood, which is impure blood, from the heart to the lungs. In the lungs, carbon dioxide is given up and oxygen is collected, which is brought back to the heart. The second pump then delivers this oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood means pure blood to the entire body. The flow of the blood takes place in the following way in human heart. First, the right atrium of the heart receives deoxygenated blood and pumps it into the right ventricles. Okay, it flows from here to here. You can see from the arrow also. So from here, which type of blood is passing? Deoxygenated, that is impure blood, to the right ventricles. The right ventricles in turn pumps the deoxygenated blood to the pulmonary artery. Now it flows to pulmonary arteries. Okay. Now the pulmonary artery carry this deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Then it is carried by the pulmonary arteries from the heart to the lungs. In the lungs, the exchange of gases take place. Then that is carbon dioxide is unloaded and oxygen is picked up. So all this happen in the lungs. That what happened? Exchange of gases take place and carbon dioxide is unloaded and oxygen is picked up. It is taken. The blood now becomes oxygenated. Now our blood becomes pure, oxygenated, and is carried to the heart by the pulmonary veins. The oxygenated blood reaches the left atrium of the heart and is pumped to the left ventricle. The left ventricles, this is left ventricle, then pumps the oxygenated blood to the aorta. Where is aorta? Here. Okay. It goes to aorta. Here. Then which transport to the entire body. The aorta is the largest blood vessels in the human body. From the aorta, that pure oxygenated blood transfer to whole body. So this is the function of the heart. You can take the help of your book diagram also to understand this. Okay, and read the lesson and find easy question answers. What are capillaries? How many chambers are there in human heart? In our last video also, I have given you some questions. That all questions you write in your copy by putting the heading of the lesson, the human circulatory system, lesson 5. Note down all these questions and answers in copy because these questions can be asked in your examination. Remaining, in our next class, we will study about the circulation of blood in the body. Thank you, children.